Hey, good afternoon. Jen here, and we are looking at this painting by Pierre Puvis de Chavannes, Young Girls by the Seaside from 1879. And I had given you an exercise where you take an image from art history and break it down 3 different ways. Do a drawing in line, do a drawing in shape, and then do one that emphasizes space creatively. Now you can do this lots of different ways, and if you do it, go slower than I did. I just did a real quick version of it. So, and you learn different things by trying to actually draw an image than when you just see it. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. This is it broken down into large shapes. Mine is not exact. Like I said, I did mine in a rush. And you can slow down, of course, and you should. And just I'm drawing on copy paper. You could do this on index cards. So do something quickly. And here is the spatial one. And this one is the one that interests me the most because I was really noticing how he's using these blooming little shrub-like things at junctions in space in this painting. And he also uses them in a clever way of overlapping, so using them to sort of describe a space, to push something back, or to end something. The line of this big landscape space coming down here and ending here. And then using this arm, look at this arm going off the page, off the canvas, and then coming back in and including the hand. That's a very sort of interesting way of take the viewer's eye going off the page and him grabbing the eye and bringing it back through the use of that arm. And of course we have spatial changes between the sizes of these. Look at the size of this and then compare it visually to the sizes of these. That tells us how much space is in between those 2 figures. So he's really consciously using those all through. Or what about maybe too much of an uncomfortable line here between the darkness of the ocean and the edge of this landscape shade? So he's breaking that, right? He breaks that by bringing these blooms over the surface of that line. So I hope you'll try this at home and not get too hung up in the drawing aspect of it, but just sort of look at things that are interesting to you and explore ideas. So thanks for joining me, and have a great afternoon.